Hi, it's James, and I'm here at Denton's newest art space, Denton Workbench, and I'm going to just do a quick little walkthrough of Umut's new show, Tales from the Bench. Hi, so we're going to do a walkthrough of Umut's exhibition here at Denton Workbench. Her exhibition is titled Tales from the Bench, and here's her artist statement. And as you can read, it's very much fairy tale inspired and childhood stories. And those were the primary inspiration for this whole new body of work that she's created in here all year working towards this show. The first piece that we're going to be looking at is called Hansel and Gretel. And so this is a piece where the seemingly friendly witch is luring Hansel and Gretel into her candy house. In this particular piece, as you can see from the varied materials, everything from enameled copper and sterling silver to actually resin-coated candies, and all hand fabricated. These are the enameled beads looking like little candies. Here's the happy, friendly little witch. And then here's her candy house. Very dimensional object, even filled with candies. So quite a statement piece to be wearing. And of course you can check out all of these pieces on her website as well, and I'll include that link. And we'll just do a quick little walkthrough here. This is a transitional piece of hers, 3D effect, powder-coated sterling silver and all handmade chains. And taking from her previous body of work with the traditional Turkish motifs, and then these silver pieces being powder coated and layered, so it has sort of a 3D effect, and all handmade chains. She even custom designed, fabricated, and laser cut even the stands for these necklaces too. This was a collaborative piece of ours, Love Potion number 9, and again a powder coated spun vessel with the layered paper thermonite lid that I turned, and then a little hand-painted figure serving as the handle for the love potion there. This was another collaborative piece called Gold Digger, and so many fairy tales have that sort of lust for money within it. And as you can see in the piece, a wide variety of different materials. This center part with the dapped or domed pennies soldered and then powder coated onto the pendant of the necklace with the layered thermonite. In this case, it was made from 20 individual dollar bills. And then really the inspiration for the piece came from these bronze casting little ingots, and just looked like little gold bars. And they alternate with the powder coated penny beads that have a great movement through the different findings on the handmade chain. Another collaborative piece, Intertwined, and this is using some of her textile techniques in this kazas wire, which is a coiled silver wire around a silk thread, and using that as a way of setting this thermonite piece that has inserts of another part of thermonite from the brown papers. And so you kind of see the layers and echoing those within the textile techniques. This possibly could be considered the star of the show. Eşek translates from Turkish into donkey, and this is inspired by obviously Pinocchio. And this phase of the story, if you might remember, when Pinocchio turned partially into a donkey through those temptations where they kidnapped the boys. And this is a pierced and textured wolf from the story that was taken from an illustration in her childhood book. And these are actually all roll printed and soldered layers of copper that are then painted with acrylic, and the donkey ears are all hand felted. You can see sort of cold joined onto the piece. And again, all of these necklaces are all different designs, different handmade chains. And we'll move on to the second table of work. This is Alice in Silverland. and incorporating another painted miniature figure, and then fabricated sterling silver chain, some other enameled components giving a sense of her different adventures in Wonderland or Silverland. You can see Mr. Rabbit as well. Another dramatic statement necklace. And we have another one from Alice, Magic Mushroom, with a handmade chain and CZs set into the enamel. And then you can see sort of the underside of the gills of the mushroom pierced through the sterling silver base of the piece as well. And then this is down the rabbit hole, and you can get a sense of that tumbling through into another world through the different enameled spirals on this piece. And then this was really a inspirational sort of earlier narrative piece for her of being inspired by the Mary Poppins story, and then actually developing a new assignment that she was teaching to beginning students of doing a luminaria and piercing, in this case, the London skyline and having Mary floating above. But this was really kind of a transitional piece into some more narrative explorations that you see with the other necklaces. And in the final table of the show, we have Romeo and Juliet. This was an earlier collaborative piece that we revisited, and combining the layered thermonite from the Romeo and Juliet book and sterling silver, powder coat, and different filigree hearts echoing off of the themes of romance and love within that book with the handmade chain. And this piece is Boring Life. And if you're not making out exactly which story it would be, obviously it's Rapunzel. And you can see her braided sterling hair coming out of her tower, winding its way through the handmade necklace chain. And she titled it that just because Rapunzel must have gotten bored being isolated up in that tower for so long. And last but not least, this is An Apple a Day. And you can see the die-formed and powder-coated apple from the witch, and then the hand-fabricated, painted and powder-coated witch's hand reaching out to that. And as part of the opening reception, which maybe you were able to attend, we had a basket of candied apples that sort of merged from the edible into the wearable. So I hope you've enjoyed our little walkthrough of the show. There's Umut now, say hi.
Hi.
And thank you for joining the exhibition and checking out her work. If you enjoyed this video, please be sure to hit that subscribe button so that you can hear from me when I post future videos. Thanks for stopping by.